Welcome to my tutelage. Today we're going to be talking about creating a study schedule for the SAT, so let's dive right into that.
Start with the date of the test and work backward. For example, if you want to take the October 3rd SAT, you have about 10 and a half, 11 and a half weeks to prepare. We'll assume that you want just some pretty even practice all around here. Hopefully you've already taken a practice test so you know where you need to focus your efforts. If you tend to struggle most with the science and social science articles, and on math, if you struggle with algebraic functions, then spend more time on those things. And if you haven't taken a practice test, use your math time to do that in the first week so that you know where you should be focusing your efforts. 1 classic novel per month, 2 journal articles per week, 1 historical speech per week, and 2 hours of math work per week is only an hour of work a day, but over 10 weeks you'll still get in 3 novels, 10 science articles, 10 social studies articles, 10 speeches, and 20 hours of math practice. Of course, if you want to study more than that, there's no one stopping you. When you know how long you'll spend each day, you need to fit it into your day. This might be easier in the summer for students when you have fewer obligations and you just need to plan around a summer job and outings with friends, but even at your busiest, you should be able to carve out a half hour here and there. I'm just using a very simple planner, an undated planner that I bought at Aldi for like $5 that I could fill in the dates on, but any school planner or just using a notebook to remind yourself what you need to do, or your phone, of course. That's probably what you're actually going to be doing, is using your phone. But anyway, just a way to look at what your schedule is. So let's be quintessential and say that your family takes Sunday family time very seriously, so you won't be doing any work that day. Let's be even more quintessential and say that you and your friends play soccer or basketball every morning from 9 to 11 a.m. And let's be the most quintessential of all and say that you have to work at the ice cream stand from 3 to 9 p.m. Wednesday through Saturday. Blocking those things off, you'll still have a lot of free time, so we just need to pencil in the tasks we want to get done. In the summer, you probably aren't going to want to get up at 6 a.m. to study, but if you do, hello, you teenage unicorn. I've never seen one of you before, but let's say that you would like to study every day at 1 p.m., except for that Sunday afternoon when your family is playing wiffle ball out back. So on Monday, you will spend a half an hour practicing single variable equations and another half hour reading Jane Eyre. On Tuesday, you'll spend a half hour practicing systems of equations, and then you will read and summarize Washington's farewell address. On Wednesday, you'll spend a half hour practicing algebraic functions, and then another half hour reading and summarizing an article from mdpi.com on learning and the internet for your social science article. On Thursday, you'll spend a half hour practicing completing the square and another half hour on a science journal article from omicsonline.org called Weed Management Practices. And on Friday, you'll spend a half hour practicing probability and another half hour reading Jane Eyre. Then on Saturday, you'll spend a half hour reading Jane Eyre and then another half hour prepping for next week. So that would just mean figuring out which of those, what you're going to be practicing in math, and making sure you have the speech and journal articles that you're going to be reading. You can also take the time to print out the math problems that you'll be working on, and that's where a tutor can help you find the reading and math materials. And on that note, if you'd like help creating a 10-week study schedule specifically for you, contact me for more details.
It's summer and life happens, so if something comes up, don't be afraid to move around when you're studying, but try not to skip too many days in a row. It's good to remember that there's no normal weeks, and life always has exceptions that will make it easy to forget about things like studying. So treat it like a priority and reward yourself when you're done. Thanks for watching. My next video will be about creating a study schedule for younger kids, and I'll be back with more videos for high schoolers soon. Until next time, this has been my tutelage.